Okay, now Kulian, I'm gonna help you say it, okay? Say ku, low. I'm kidding, that means ass in Spanish. You guys are gross, okay? You guys are gross. Keep it together. If energy is a critical part of our progress and our success, if it's a critical part of our progress and our success, how do we produce more of it? How do we produce more positive energy? Something we better be able to dial in, yes? Because here's the thing, especially during a challenge. Because here's what I believe, okay? I believe that challenges are a blessing. And I truly, sincerely believe that to my core, that challenges are a blessing. I don't believe that God blesses you with an outcome. He blesses you with the challenges you need to produce the outcome. The challenges you need to produce the outcome. Because what happens, you can give that a round of applause. What happens when you go to base camp, 1, 2, 3, and come down? You're getting strengthened. Is it a challenge? You're damn right it's a challenge. You're getting strengthened. What happens when something happens on your deal that you didn't think it was gonna go that way? The outcome changed. It didn't get the way you wanted it to go. Something didn't happen, something fell out. Go back to base camp. But guess what? You grew, well, it's your choice if you grow. Challenges are inevitable, growth is optional. Challenges are inevitable, growth is optional. It all comes back down to our perspective of. I really sincerely believe this though, man. Challenges along the way. I've had so many damn challenges. I mean, tons of freaking challenges. I still have challenges right now, some of the biggest that I've ever faced right now, for sure. And you know what happens in a challenge? Do you notice sometimes how your mental, like how you are talking to yourself, the most important conversation, right? Do you notice that it shifts sometimes to one that's not so positive? You guys experienced that? Say yes? Yes. I definitely have experienced that. You want to know an example of this? There's been lots going on, tons going on. And so I take these last 2 days and I go to a hotel and I work on my keynotes. I have 3 of them that I'll be delivering this weekend, and they were all prepared like now. And I'm gonna tell you where my narrative in my head is. It's like, oh my God, Tyler, this is like, this is not as good as it's gonna be. This is not as good as it could be. This is not as good as it, I don't know. But you wanna know what's crazy? 8 years ago, I taught my very first 3-day boot camp, 8 years ago, almost to the date. Well, it was on St. Patty's Day, 3 years ago. Sorry, 8 years ago, my first 3-day boot camp. Y'all, if you knew how long it took me to put that stuff together, months and months and months and months of just, and in 2 days, I developed 3 powerhouse keynotes for you this weekend. One I'm gonna go through tomorrow, it's been fantastic. And my mental narrative is still like, man, maybe you've lost your step. Man, maybe you've lost your edge. How fucked up is that? When in reality, I just did something in this amount of time that used to take me this amount of time. Do you wanna know how I did that? The process. Over 8 years, every day, boom, going, studying, reading, all that stuff, all the time, to be in a position to come up here and just know that God's got me. Yeah. Right? For real though. Confident, because I know that I've done my side, and I know that, listen, as long as I try my hardest, as long as I do my best, whatever outcome will be the necessary outcome. As long as I do my part, put in my effort, whatever the outcome is the necessary outcome. I want you to remember that. Because you know what it'll do? Well, first off, that's a great perspective. Second, it'll energize you. And help you continue to progress down the path. Y'all feel me? Yeah. Which brings me to number 3. Well, I'll also say this, my biggest challenge that I've been going through right now. Okay, my biggest challenge. And you know, some of you know this, some of you don't, but seeing that this individual's here this weekend, I figure or maybe here this weekend, I just want to bring it up. I've been going through a battle with my partner. A battle. It's been a battle. And it has brought things out of me that I didn't even know were in me. Good and bad, right? It's also helped me rise to a level that I didn't know was in me. But I'm happy to report that last week, I finally beat Brittany in Dr. Mario. I beat Brittany in my partner, my wife, I finally beat her in Dr. Mario. Y'all, listen, I don't know, what do you guys think I was talking about? Listen, have you guys ever had or played a game that you don't know the purpose of? Or you don't know the actual target that you don't know what it is, the objective. Have you guys ever played a game like that? Well, I'm playing Dr. Mario. How many of you remember Dr. Mario? Say aye. Okay, there's my older people in the room. Listen, we're playing, and I'm like, I haven't played this before. We got an old school Nintendo. We got it for Christmas, and we're like playing. Me and Britt are like playing. But every time, like, I'm crushing. I'm deleting cells. It's kind of like Tetris, okay? Deleting cells. But then all of a sudden, Brittany would be like, yes, one. Or Pax would be like, boom, one. I'd be like, shit, these guys must be incredible. Finally, Pax beats me. And I say, hey, bro, how did you win? Like, how did you win? What? And he's like, oh, there's these little viruses. You kill all the viruses. I didn't know the objective. This entire time I'm feeling like if energy is important, the quickest thing that will deplete energy, write this down. The quickest thing, the most sure way to deplete positive energy, negative emotions. And listen, when you're playing and you ain't winning and you're competitive like I am and your wife is an amazing shit talker, there are some negative emotions. It's brought things out of me. I've said things in the heat of the battle that, I apologize, Britt. But all of a sudden I learned the perspective, I have a different perspective because I learned the objective, the target, and now I'm energized. And now what I realize is it's actually, what's energizing isn't necessarily even winning, which is energizing, though, don't get me wrong. But it is making progress and understand what you're working towards and actually knowing that you're in the right direction, do you know the purpose of the damn game? Make sense, yes or no? Yes. So we need to understand where we're putting our attention, because where attention goes, I'm going to say it again, where attention goes, energy flows. Where attention goes, energy flows. This is principle number 3, which is attention. Say attention. Attention, man. Where our attention goes, energy flows. We have to remember that. We have to understand that. And where do we place our attention? Well, whatever the objective is. We need to understand what the objective is, though, for us to be able to do that. So here's the question. What is the objective? Okay? What is the objective? What is the reason for being here? It's important that you understand that. So we're going to write this down real quick, okay? We're going to take whatever you're writing notes at. I want you to put on, my man, I want you to put on here, in just 1 second, I want you to put on some just elevator thinking music, okay? Some background music. And I want you to define the target. Because it's weekend, when you meet each other and you see each other, I want you to ask, hey, what's the target? What's the target? What are your top 1 to 2 target objective goals that you're looking to achieve this weekend? And listen, don't be vague. Your mind does not go to work on generality. It goes to work on specificity. The mind works through specificity. So we got to be specific. So I'm going to put on some music here. I want to see every pen writing or typing, your top 1 to 2 objectives, targets for Pete. Okay. Here's what I want you to write down, okay? I want you to write this down. Write this down. Y'all with me? Yes. Write this down. When the target is clear, success is near. My man, you already know, Aaron. You already know. When the target is clear, success is near. When the target is clear, success is near. I believe half the battle, y'all, is knowing what the target is. The actual target. What are we actually moving forward towards? We can't be vague. I had a few of you in Orlando for a goal-setting event. And I showed you and walked you through how I set goals. Clear goals. When the target is clear, success is near. Make sure you know what the target is. Make sure you know what the target is. Sound good? Yeah. All right. Now, how many of you are here and committed to achieving that target to rise to the peak? Say aye. Aye. Man, there's plenty of resources for you to be able to do that. Whatever it is, everyone, thank you for that energy. That was phenomenal. Whoever, that, geez, deeper voice than usual. Hey, it's incredible, man, what's here. Sponsors are here. Talked to Jeremy up here. He told me that he's looking for sponsors. You got investors that are looking for operators to bring deals. You have individuals who raise capital and are looking for investors. You have individuals who have capital and are looking to invest in deals. Everyone, this is a partnership game, man. It's called peak partnership for a reason. It is a partnership game. Those resources that you have or you're looking for, they're here. You have amazing keynotes. How many of you are excited for the keynote speakers this weekend? Say aye. Okay, last principle is Kuleana. Kuleana, here you go. Hey, I'm gonna help you say this. Okay, we got perspective. Say perspective. We got energy. Say energy. We got attention. Say attention. Okay, now Kuleana, I'm gonna help you say it. Okay, say low. I'm kidding, that means ass in Spanish. You guys are gross, okay? You guys are gross. Keep it together, okay? Say Liana, which means, man, hey, we gotta take, it means take responsibility. It's ownership. You gotta take responsibility for that culo, you know what I mean? That ass. You gotta take responsibility, you guys get it. It'll come around eventually. Kuleana, man, is the ultimate success principle. It's ownership, it's taking responsibility. Some people don't like that word responsibility. Seems like too much, it's too much responsibility. That is literally your ability to respond no matter what the circumstance, no matter what the situation, you're taking ownership for it.